Before I really get into this video, I'd just like to say that I love frogs. This is Humphrey, a frog that a friend of mine named Ben owns, and I love Humphrey. He loves eating superworms and hanging out with Ben listening to copyrighted music. He's also not camera shy, which makes him a great spokesfrog for frogs around the world. However, there is one industry that seeks the destruction of Humphrey's image: the video game industry. I recently realized that video game frogs kind of suck, and this isn't even something that's exclusive to one era of gaming. This has been a constant across all gaming history. My first experience with a video game frog was with Mario Bros. 3 with the frog suit power-up. Though technically not a standalone frog, the clunky movement of Mario with this power-up set in stone the idea that frogs are an untrustworthy ally in a virtual quest to victory. After frogs were established as a possible game staple, a company called Headbone Interactive released the game Pennsylvania as an addition to their Gigglebone Gang series. I don't blame you if you haven't heard of this quasi-edutainment game, because it is somewhat obscure. That said, it recently saw the light of day through Vinny Vinesauce playing it, and upon the day he streamed this bizarre mid-90s game, the world was introduced to this colorful yet cursed frog. I don't really think I need to describe why this frog is a disturbing creation. All I have to do is show you a few clips of him.
Let me just say this. Yum.
No! You fucking do not. No, you just ate a cat.
Oh, slime. Oh, let's make a great big stack of pancakes with that.
Yeah, green slime pancakes. That
It's a
sounds
napkin.
great, frog.
You know, if you want,
Listen,
you can
frog.
make that into a cake.
I want you to know something. First of all, fuck you. All right? We're not making ketchup and slime pancakes.
Now we're getting into the beginnings of 3D gaming, and of course, frogs kept up with the changing technology. Slippy Toad from Star Fox only solidifies the notion that frogs are a deplorable video game asset. And yes, in spite of his last name, Slippy is a frog. In the original Star Fox game, Slippy's main purpose was just to get in trouble that he needed saving from. As his name implies, he just never seems to be able to get a grip on the situation at hand. On top of that, Slippy's voice is like that of a child, making every scream or cry for help more annoying than the last.
Ah! Aha! Thought you could hide from me, eh? Ah! I'm hit! Are you okay? Data analysis complete. Here it comes. Doggone it! Don't forget me! Don't worry! Slippy's here!
A whole year after the release of Star Fox, the cool blue hedgehog we all know joined the bandwagon of 3D gaming, and Sonic Adventure was released on the Sega Dreamcast. And within this game was a frog that was so diabolical that many people grew to hate the Sonic franchise as a whole because of him. I am, of course, talking about Froggy, the best friend to Big the Cat, who was the most baffling addition to the Sonic universe. Big the Cat is a selectable character in the game, and his gameplay goes against everything that Sonic stands for. Instead of high-octane action, Big just fishes for his froggy friend that keeps running away. Now there is a reason for the frog's lack of obedience in the game's story, but to the children of the 90s, this really didn't matter because he was the most annoying creature to catch in the game. Usually, he would just avoid your hook completely, and if he does bite, he usually would change his mind afterward. As seen in this Game Grumps clip, Froggy was able to cause complete mental breakdown in his victims, possibly impacting the rest of their lives in an indescribable way.
Maybe we'll see how good your fucking precious Let's Play is. Ah!
God damn it! Froggy! You son of a bitch! You fucking asshole! You've been nibbling on my lure for fucking days now, and you can't even fucking have the decency to bite down on that hook and let me kill you.
Dude,
get
go
it,
for the
like
gold.
it, want it, have it, need it. Why? Why? Eat it, you piece of shit! Fucking eat it! What are you doing? What happened? You can see it, you can smell it, you can taste it. It's real. It's in front of your face. You can get it.
Oh.
Grab it, grab it, grab it, grab it.
Oh, is that a hit?
Sonic Adventure's fishing levels are the stuff of nightmares, and to be completely honest with you, Froggy is the worst frog on this list of frogs, because I don't think there's any other frog that's able to produce that kind of a visceral reaction. That said, there are still frogs from video games that permeate the entertainment of video games in this very century. Spelunky, which I consider to be my favorite game, has two kinds of frogs, blue and orange, and by God are they awful. I'm a pretty decent Spelunky player, so I can usually find my way past these hobby monsters, but when I was learning the ropes, the sudden arced jumps these guys make ruined many of my runs. The Spelunky style frog can even be found in Downwell, where the sudden jumpy movement persists. So there you have it, video game frogs are pretty awful. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and be sure to
Chief.
Yeah, Joel? Oh. Oh! Sorry, I just remembered something. Even though frogs are one of the most aggressively bad tropes in video gaming today, they're still extremely important in the history of gaming. Answer this. What was the first game to have jumping as a mechanic? I'm willing to bet that most of you thought of Donkey Kong or Super Mario Bros. Well, as it turns out, the first game to use jumping as a control is a little arcade game by the name of Frogs, developed by Konami and released in 1978, 3 years before Donkey Kong was released. The game had you jumping on lily pads trying to eat bugs that flew by with your tongue. A simple game to be sure, but it was a trendsetter that paved the way for Mario's fluid jumping mechanics. And there's even more examples of important frog games, by the way. Frogger, as simplistic of a game it is, was revolutionary in video game inclusiveness. Because women tended to shy away from the shoot-em-ups of the arcade era, Frogger was made as an attempt to fill the void, to act as a game that anyone could play and enjoy. I guess that goes to show that Humphrey's vision of a future where frogs are loved and appreciated isn't actually lost on the video game industry. It was there since the very beginning.